Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. At this time, please welcome one of our class of 2017 sponsors, Ms. Meredith Detweiler.
Good evening, friends, family, faculty, distinguished guests, and the class of 2017. Tonight, we are here to celebrate your achievements. Over the past 4 years, you have worked hard to get to this place, but you have not done it alone. People in this audience and on this stage have supported and encouraged you. Please give those people a round of applause at this time. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and the people around you are your village. At this time, I would like to recognize the distinguished guest that we have with us this evening. The honorable members of the Portsmouth City Council. The Honorable John L. Rowe, Mayor of the City of Portsmouth. The Honorable Paige D. Cherry, the Vice Mayor of the City of Portsmouth. The Honorable Dr. Mark M. Whitaker, Councilman. Thank you for joining us this evening. Your support of the students of Portsmouth Public Schools is greatly appreciated. I would also like to introduce some other people seated on stage this evening. The honorable members of the Portsmouth City School Board. Mr. Claude C. Parent, Board Chairman. Mrs. Constella Williams, Vice Chairwoman. Ms. Angelia N. Allen. Ms. Lakeisha S. Clue Atkinson. The Reverend Joseph A. Fleming. Mrs. Sarah Duncan Hines. Mr. Ted J. Lamb. Dr. Ingrid P. Whitaker. The senior staff of Portsmouth Public Schools. Dr. Eli Bracey III, Division Superintendent. Dr. Anita W. Taylor, Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Ms. Brittany T. Dortch, Chief Financial Officer. Mr. Joseph L. Wiggins, Executive Administrator to the Division Superintendent. Mr. Scott A. Ziegler, Director of Human Resources and Operations. Mrs. Sharice M. Newsom, Public Information Officer. Dr. Michael T. Cromartie, Director of School Programs. Mr. Sean L. Malachi, Principal, Churchland High School. Mr. Eric A. Garcia, Assistant Principal, Churchland High School. Ms. Anna Maria Incromenius, Assistant Principal, Churchland High School. Dr. Mark Y. Linenberg, Assistant Principal, Churchland High School. Mr. Kenneth B. Austin II, Dean of Students. Mrs. Patricia L. McEwen, Class Sponsor and Graduation Committee. Ms. Melanie D. Graham, 2017 Class Sponsor and Graduation Committee. Mrs. Meredith C. Detweiler, Class Sponsor and Graduation Committee. Class of 2017 Officers and Honorees. Jamont Hike Charles, President. Matthew Keene, Vice President. Annika Hammond, Events Coordinator. Lillian Gabby Burnham, Sergeant at Arms and your Valedictorian. Emily Odell, Secretary. Regine Wallace, Historian. And finally, Haley Lawrence, Salutatorian. Again, we are excited to share this special milestone with you. Enjoy this moment, cherish the memories, look forward to a bright future. At this time, please welcome back President of the Class of 2017, Jamont Hike Charles, who will recap some of the highlights of your 4 years.
On September 3rd, 2013, we first stepped into Churchland High School as freshmen. Barack Obama was president, and 2 new words into our vocabularies, twerk and selfie. Many of us were skinny, short, and awkward. We were still kids. That was a challenging year. We came to orientation with Dr. Bettall, Mr. Lambert, Ms. Knight, and Mr. Hilton welcomed us to what would be our home for the next 4 years. They kept saying this would go by pretty fast, but as 14-year-olds, it was hard to imagine that. Our first homecoming overwhelmed us. We sat in the bleachers, taking it all in, trying to learn what it means to be a trucker. We were teaching each other how to Dougie and turning up to the Harlem Shake. We couldn't wait to be sophomores, and when we left in June 2014, most of us were. A lot of people say the sophomore year is a wasted year, but it wasn't for us. We came back to CHS with a year behind us. We weren't the new kids anymore. Guys came back rocking goatees. And that girl from your gym class last year, yeah, she had it going on. But someone important was missing that year. Mr. Lambert took a job as the principal of New Directions, and Miss Incremenius joined us a few months later. A Halloween homecoming inspired us to create our screen-themed banner, which should have had won first place, and we got to observe a Thriller dance routine. We were growing up, learning how to cope with situations like Ferguson and world terrorism, and how it affected our lives. Our classes got harder, and many of us took on jobs. The biggest thrill for most of us, though, was getting that tiny laminated card that gave us freedom, our driver's license, which may have took y'all 1 week, took me about a good 3. When we left in June, we knew that the return would mark the beginning of the best 2 years of our lives. As juniors, we couldn't wait to begin planning for homecoming, prom, and everything that would happen in between. Miss McEwen showed us all how to get it done at the pet rally. When she did the nene better than most of us. We knew we really deserved the spirit stick that year. No one had more spirit than we did. But we got our revenge a few weeks later when we smashed the seniors in the Powder Puff game. Thanks to my man, Coach Big Mike. Our team showed those seniors who the real truckers were. And how about those cheerleaders, Damien? We were hitting the Quan as we moved in the spring and planned for prom. And then there was a change. Mr. Hilton passed away after being ill. And Mr. Glick returned to CHS as the assistant principal. Dr. Shepard was moved to Norcom, and we welcomed Mr. Austin. Dr. Bettall was promoted, and Mr. Wallace came over to fill in the rest for the year. We lost friends to tragedy and faced adversity. It was a tough winter, but when spring approached, we found a renewed energy. A night with Gatsby, our 1920s themed prom, was the highlight of the year. As we planned our final schedules with our counselors and Mr. Brown, it began to sink in that the end was near. We talked about first college, dual enrollment, and virtual classes. We took SATs, made visits to colleges, and the news was dominated by an upcoming presidential race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. We spent our nights watching hit shows like Empire and listened to Drake album Views. The summer flew by, and as soon as you know it, it was September. We came back as seniors. Everyone looked up to us now. Our new principal, Mr. Malachi, was excited to get to know us, along with Mr. Garcia and Dr. Laneyberry, our new assistant principals. Our year began with a sunrise breakfast and a homecoming with more participation than any other class had shown. We finally walked away with that spirit stick and showed everyone that CHS was our swamp. Our ladies and Coach Mike retained their powder puff crown, although we did suffer a tough loss at the Seniors versus Faculty basketball game. And by the way, y'all can stop clowning me for Mr. Brown dunking on me. In January, many of us left to go to First College. For those of us who thought it would be cake, we had a rude awakening. Our grades wasn't so good after the first few weeks, but that trucker determination kicked in and most of us finished strong. May held so many memories for us. First, a Bollywood-themed prom, followed by senior week. Bingo was nothing to joke around with when extra graduation tickets was up for grabs. Our banquet and dance were the best. Rebounders and bowling helped us work off our energy, and then we spent a rainy Friday having fun at Great Roof Lodge. And now we're graduating. How did those 4 years go by so fast? I'll tell you. 720 days, 5,000 and 4,000 hours, 324,000 minutes. It sounds like a lot, but it went by in the blink of an eye. Thank you, class of 2017, for the memories. Thank you for the laughs, the tears, the highs and the lows. We may not all know each other, but we share these common memories. And we all are proud to say we are part of the class of 2017 and graduates of the best high school, Churchland High School. Please welcome the Vice President of the class of 2017, Matt King.
Good evening. I would like to share a short poem by Kelly Roper entitled High School Memories. Classroom bells and noisy halls, watching the clock as last period crawls, getting a demerit for talking in class, trying to remember where you left your hall pass, rooting for your team at the big football game, hoping the teacher would not call your name, studying for tests, trying to get higher scores, the echoing slams of the hall locker doors, pep rallies, homecoming, and class elections, trying to decide next year's course selections, pondering the source of the lunchroom's mystery meat, choosing lab partners, and changing your seats. Some of these moments may seem rather small, but it's the little things that you'll remember most of all. So put on your cap and your gown and stand tall. It's graduation day, so savor it all. At this time, please welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2017, Haley Lawrence.
Good evening, everyone. But more importantly, good evening to my class of 2017. As is tradition, I would like to thank all the people who have helped us students make it here today. Without our support systems, none of us would be sitting here in this pavilion. Whether you're a parent, grandparent, teacher, or friend, I would like to thank everyone for continuing to show their constant support for the class of 2017. You can cheer for yourselves if you'd like to. You guys did great. I'm sure my mom is crying right now, and she will not be the only one to shed tears of pride and joy on this monumental occasion. We are here today to celebrate a great achievement we have all made. The result of our 4 years of effort and determination has given us an array of opportunities to pursue. Some of us are going on to colleges and universities, to internships and apprenticeships, and to interviews or promotions. We have worked hard inside and outside of the classroom to earn this achievement. And now it's time to celebrate the effort we have put forth. These past 4 years have been harder for some of us in many ways, and despite being in the same building with one another for 180 days a year, we have had vastly different experiences. Those experiences are what shape our characters and have produced the well-rounded, successful class I see before me today. Classmates, take a moment and remember the strength you found within yourself to overcome the obstacles you faced throughout the year. Some of you have worked 2 jobs in order to support your brothers and sisters. I and many others have struggled through countless sleepless nights in order of acing a test. But nevertheless, whatever the personal struggle may be, we have found it within ourselves to dig deeper and want more than just what lies on the surface for us. No matter who you are or what you plan to do after receiving your diploma today, there is a strength that we all share and that we will need to hold on to in this coming era of our lives. You may look to this journey with excitement or trepidation, motivation or anxiety, or with determination or hesitation. There are many uncertainties guaranteed to us as we begin our journeys as adults. Then again, there have always been uncertainties facing us. What may seem like a time of unpredictability and doubt should be an opportunity to make the futures for ourselves what we want to live in. I cannot predict what lies in our future, but I do know it is our right and responsibility to be the masters of our own fate. Know that you are ultimately in control of your own life and that your actions matter. What you do today will shape your tomorrow, so make what you do count and be proud of what you achieve. Now that the serious part is over, let me tell you all how I actually feel. I don't have it all figured out. I don't have most things figured out. I don't think any of you guys really do either. But that's all okay, because now is not a time we need to figure everything out. I remember the first day of my freshman orientation because I was so scared I didn't talk to anyone. The horror stories about swirlies and freshman Fridays were enough to make me cry. I recall the first day when I saw the seniors and thought they must really have their lives together. I was so wrong. I wish there was a day to know you were in the good old days before you actually left them. With all that being said, I'm going to leave you with a quote that I hope will inspire you. In the words of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, "Every morning we are born again. What we do today is what matters most. The class of 2017 will be a class who uses their strength to change the world as we know it, one day at a time." Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce the valedictorian of 2017 and my dear friend, Gabby Burnham.
Hi, guys. Good evening, and thank you to the faculty, staff, school board, superintendent, my mom and my dad. Sorry. And of course you guys, because you guys are wonderful. It's my privilege to be the valedictorian of Churchland High School and to be able to speak to all of you. First of all, I would like to congratulate all of you for making this far, because we're graduating today. I want to highlight what brought us to this celebratory moment and how we can use the skills we've acquired to continue to mold into the person that we want our future selves to be. With that said, how did we get here today? Well, I'm going to tell you. We have two tools that everyone is capable of obtaining: motivation and perseverance. We have taken advantage of these two life skills and use them to create a successful 17 or 18-year-old. We have had many sleepless nights studying for exams or even just doing homework. We have woken up almost every day to get to school on time for over a decade. We have passed our classes, passed our SOLs, maintained our GPAs to play sports, held positions in clubs, been awarded for our academics and athletics, and we have made our way through 4 years of Churchland High School, and now we are prepared for any opportunity that comes to us. Now that we have the motivation and perseverance, the next question is why? The answer: we desire more. We want to continue to higher education, become professional athletes, or become entrepreneurs. We are motivated because we have goals. We have researched careers, taken classes regarding those careers, and interests and our passions. We have made plans for what happens to us when we leave these doors for the last time. Whatever the case, we have set short-term and long-term goals for ourselves. These goals have become incentives, and with the determination of the class of 2017, I believe that we will be as successful as we dream to be. I've talked a lot about what we do for ourselves, but I would like to point out that without each other and our families, we would not be here today. Our families give us the support and encouragement that we need. Our siblings look up to us and motivate us to be the outstanding role models for them, and our parents shower us with compliments and help us defeat any obstacle that we face. My parents have told me time and time again that they're on my side no matter what the case is, and knowing I have a strong support system has definitely helped me flourish throughout my school years. Along with our households, the teachers and faculty at Churchland High School have made important connections with students and aided them in any way possible. Ms. Aiken has helped many of us create college portfolios so that senior year wouldn't be so overwhelming. Mr. Zarawi can answer virtually any math problem that is given to him. And Mr. Brown has been by all of our sides listening to our problems and helping us apply for college and even financial aid. We would not be the scholars that we are today if we did not have such amazing friends who have amazing teachers that have turned into friends at Churchland High School. Lastly, we are by each other's sides. Haley has showed me many math problems step by step so that I could understand them. Matt has texted me numerous nights asking me to read his essays. And John and I are always there to support each other if we have any problems in school. We have all been here together, depending on each other to lift us up in times of sadness and frustration. We have motivated each other, whether it is through competition, teamwork, or mentoring. Through this motivation, we have created another tool to keep under our belts: skill. We know that we are capable of doing, and we also know that we can go above and beyond if we keep our perseverance. Throughout these 4 years of high school, there have been many trials and tribulations, but we have surpassed them all, and today we are being handed what we've all been working for. So I want to tell all of you that you should be proud of yourselves. Use these tools to build the brightest future, and I love every one of you more than words can describe. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2017. Now please give a warm Chucker welcome to the Division Superintendent, Dr. Eli Bracey III.
Good evening. Class of 2017, I think we can do better than that. Good evening. I thought I felt that excitement earlier. One of the most enjoyable moments during commencement ceremony is when we pause to welcome those who have come to support our graduates. To the parents, grandparents, siblings, relatives, friends, and special guests of the class of 2017, I'm highly pleased to extend a very special thank you for the love you have shown over the years, for your examples, for your encouragement, and for your uncommon ways of being positive influences in the lives of our young people, soon to be declared graduates of Portsmouth Public Schools. Education is not only the key to our children's future, it's a twofold purpose. First, it is the key that will enable them to excel in life. Second, it's the key to our nation's future. As concerned educators, we had an obligation to ensure that members of this graduating class receive the best 21st century education. Each student's future demanded it. Today's graduates are destined to become America's future architects and builders. I urge the fine young men and women assembled before us to make the most effective use of what opportunities come your way. As we look around this facility, we can clearly see the proud and courageous faces of bold, proud, intelligent young men and women destined to leave their indelible marks on society. Your task, and perhaps your moral obligation, is to make a difference in the lives of others. In the words of Jane Goodall, what you do makes a difference, and you do have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Heed the advice of Tom Clancy Jr., the writer. Success isn't money. Success isn't power. The criteria for your success are to be found in yourself. Your dream is something to hold on to. It will be your link to the person you are today, young and full of hope. If you hold on to it, you may grow old, but you will never be old. And that is the ultimate success. Today is a very special occasion for our graduates. It's a time for celebration. The Portsmouth Public School Board and myself salute the class of 2017. Thank you.
Good evening. Churchland High School is a place of tradition, and one of those traditions is that the graduating class leaves a gift to the school.
Some of the previous gifts have been the scoring table and the chairs, the benches in the courtyard, the marquees in the entrance to the school, the big mural in the gym, and scholarships.
Tonight, we continue that tradition by leaving two gifts to Churchland. The first is a custom podium that will be used at special occasions, including future graduations.
The second gift will be two new picnic tables for the senior courtyard. We have all enjoyed eating lunch together in the senior courtyard, one of the special privileges we wait 4 years to get.
We hope that these two gifts will be of service to future classes and that the school will fondly remember the class of 2017.
At this time, please welcome the Secretary of the Class of 2017, Emily Odell.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to share a poem with you that is special to many of us. Raise your hand if you've had Mr. McLaughlin for English. See? This was a poem that he often talked about and shared with us. And not only does it have a timeless theme about making life choices, but it has a special significance to us. The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. At this time, the CHS Chorus will perform a special selection.
I'll be your bridge on troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge on troubled water. I will lay me down. When you're weary, feeling small, when tears are in your eyes, I will dry them all. I'm on your side. Oh, when times get rough, and friends just can't be found, like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me
When you're down and out, when you're on the street, my Lord, when evening falls so hard, I will comfort you. I'll take your part. Oh, when darkness comes. When darkness comes, pain is all around. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. Like a bridge over troubled water, I will lay me down. I'll be your bridge on troubled water. When you're down, I will carry you like a bridge on troubled water. I will lay me down.
At this time, we will prepare for our presentation of diplomas. Would everyone please take their places? At this time, it is my pleasure to present the candidates for graduation. Valedictorian, graduating summa cum laude, Lillian Gabrielle Burnham. Salutatorian, graduating summa cum laude, Haley Irene Lawrence. Honor graduates, graduating summa cum laude, Charles Martin Lawson. Stephanie Alyssa Morton. Montavious Trayvon Gatlin. Darren Michael D'Amelio. Megan Grace Addison. Landon Addison Kirk. Leanne Claire Eubanks. Kiera Chantel Moore. Tyrone Daquan Everett. Matthew David Keene. Maya Yasmin Carmen Stanley. Jasmine Sine Williams. Ashley Michelle Duke. Sharon Brene Williams. Alexis Kiera Jefferson. Emily Jane Odell. Adeline Rachel Clemens. Honor graduates, graduating magna cum laude. Shade Zakia Najor Elliott. Wyatt Garriston Fly. Charlie Danielle Austin. Lauren Nicole Thomas. Jordan Alexis Holmes. Alyssa Marie Edwards. Asante Charmonique Mitchell. John David Wyatt. Destiny Jalea O'Neill Pierce. Shane Stephen Sanchez Tiller. James Andrew Nagel. Rachel Leger Johnson. Selena Brene Farmer. Maggie Beth McGinley. Cody Spencer Murphy. Nathan Ryan Cook. Megan Paige Davis. Deja Monet Cowan. Samantha Boichelle Sawyer. Honor graduates, graduating cum laude, Bobby Danielle Gallard. Joshua Derek Mariano. Trinity Shania Lachey Bernard. Xavier Duranche Williams. Damian Antonio Hicks. Elijah Monique Nicole Jackson. Annika Drew Hammond. Rosanna Marie Irwin. Margaret Jean Cogsdale. Jada Aaliyah Bell. John Dean Orgnon. Mackenzie Lynn Yoder. Skylar Ann Osborne. Michaela Patricia Smith. Haley Michelle Archer. Mikkel Courtney Gore. Monique Alexandra D. Smith. Tyler Isaiah Barkley. Come on. Caitlin Marie Loftus. Helen Ann Bradshaw. Remaining honor graduates, Malaysia Antonia Sykes. Rachel Elise Gale. Regine Joe Wallace. Da'avion Taylor Walton. Kyle Joseph Skorbishevsky. Shayla Altagracia Espinal. Mariah Ashley Davis. Najee Jacoya Walker. Chase Wavelin Moore. Brennan Gregory Goot. Johnny DeMornier Thompson. Joseph Daniel Barnes. Brooke Elizabeth Gunter. Desiree Ayana Hawks. Maya Christina Tillett. Joseph Christian Sawyer. Tara Michelle Britton. Rachel Edith Epps. Marina Dolores Martinez. Jamont Tyree Hike Charles. Deja Lane Pallone. Kevin Ahmad Moon. Kaylin Brianne Adams. Ananda Amira Martin. Lauren Adele Harris. Infinity Zenobia Tomlin. Deja Laquelle Coleman. Caleb Jeffrey Dodge. Austin Lee Yunkins. Alan Christopher Radke. Joy Angelique Jefferson. Kyla Tiana Watson. Nakari Simone Moore. Michaela Simone Edge. Terry Terrence Anderson. Kanisha Grace Burgess. Rosa Elaine Epps. Ariane Imani McCoy. Samantha Lynn Gross. Shaquasia Tiana Key. Kayla Lee Jernigan. Charla Kiana Gill. Shanique Monet Morris. Amalik Donnell Gregory. Adrian Lloyd Casanova. Quintasia DeSheryl Hux. Amber Marceline Frederick. Alexis Nicole Moats. Alexis Lehalani Moody. Owen Jean O'Shaughnessy. Kaylee Nicole Ann Slade. Savannah Lee Elliott. Joseph Freeman Black. Janisha Ariana Knight Quint. Timothy Duncan Abdella. Brittany Gabrielle Pinkston. We will now continue with our remaining graduates. Octavio Antonio Acevedo. Brian Christopher Adams, Jr. Tiffany Nicole Anderson. Philip Michael Artis, Jr. Yusuf Amani Asante. Makira Renee Askew Jones. Tyrone Lowell Bailey, Jr. Joseph Ray Baker. Naima Amira Barnes Marshall. Akeem Malik Battle. Alize D'Angela Battle. Brittany Adania Bell. Diamond Sade Bell. Wayne Russell Benton. Brian Martino Bernard. Richard Nana Coffee Boma. Camille Melvina Body. Trinaya Rose Bonner. Christopher DeMonte Rayshawn Boone. Destiny Tayshana Boone. Tisha Marie Boone. Caden Ross Bulware. Christian Lamont Branch. Maurice Dwayne Branch, Jr. Marcel Lorenzo Braswell. Hannah Lee Bright. Destiny Nicole Brown. Micah Dylan Brown. Kiana Rochella Bruce. Dion Lee Burns. John William Burns. Hope Marie Burrell. Natisa Ayana Burton. Alana Nicole Cardona. Doja McHale Clark. Miranda Rodney Clark. Tyrone Gregory Combs. Ashley Marie Coward. Lauren Kennedy Cox. Tremaine Patrick Crawford, Jr. Marquise Kelvon Cruz. Richard Cornell Cuffey. Ayana Janae Curtis. Breon Cardell Dalton. Mariah Chantel Davis Morris. Jeremy Christian DeCesare. Rayante Emmanuel Delbridge. Alec Reese Dellinger. Tamara Francis Dennis. Cedrica Zakia Dreyer. Danielle Taylor Durant. Kirsten Marie Eastwood. Razik Eddie Edmonds. Erica Jamae Eli. Diamond Javon Irvin. Antonio Javon Evans. McKay Nathaniel Fell. Taquan Nigel Farabee. Christopher Franklin. Travis Imani Goddard. Travis Antonio Godwin, Jr. Kevon Jarrell Granby. Taylor LaShonda Grant. Shania Denise Greer. Kaisha Nicole Hall. Deja Monet Hansberry. Derek Deshawn Harper. Avery Leanne Harrell. Jarius Maurice Harris. Cullen Stewart Hartman. Taylor Christina Hainsworth. Terrell Christopher Heath, Jr. Tyler Jacob Hecker. Daquan Jerome Henderson. Rachel Lynn Hendricks. Kishara Nisha Hines. Jakayla Nicole Hinton. DeMonte Rayshawn Hodges. Maurice Antoine Hodges. Amaya Janelle Holloman. Shakayla Debrina Hobson. Brianna Nicole Horn. Courtney Renee Huber. Destiny Nicole Hudnell. Colby Roland Hudson. Demontre Duran Hunter. Demia Quine Hurdle. Amber Virginia Hutchinson. Brianna Michelle Hutchinson. Adriana Iona Ion. Terrence Antonio Jackson. Alexis Monet Jean. Matthew James Jeffries. Michaela Millicent Jenkins. Ayana Monet Johnson. Caitlin Elaine Johnson. Draquan Lamont Johnson. Jayla Lachelle Johnson. Kia Rainisha Johnson. Irvin D'Angelo Jones. Jeffrey Noah Jones. Stephen Anthony Jones. Taisha Ayana Lemon. Derek D. Little. Alika Latae Lynch. Cameron Miles McFadden. Brianna Chevleen McLeod. Tyree Rashad McQueen. Stephen Darnell Miles. Daquan Maurice Miller. Zahila Lilybell Zari Muhammad. Frankie Khalila Muhammad. Dominique Kishan Mullen. Connor Ian Mitch. Michael Edward Nethery. Marcus Tyrell Neville. Bernicia Diana Newsom. Tyler Christian O'Berry. Kamani Timothy Page. Tyranny Leanne Parks. Kamaria Janae Patterson. Brittany Lachelle Perry. Angel Sierra Peterson Bryant. Kayla Alexis Pettit. Cavendish Marvin Pierre Lewis. Corey McGinn Pleasance. Dylan Lee Poff. Monique Renee Potts. Harold Raymond Pritchard. Zaya Jaquan Quick. Tierra Tiana Rajan. Brajan Jaquel Randall. Brendan Miles Raphael. Tyrese Daquan Redmond. Quintasia Ariana Reed. Taylor Madison Reyes. Jaquan Christopher Riddick. Precious DeAngelique Riddick. Angelique Marie Rivera. Terrell Jordan Roberts. Xavier Levon Roberts. Jalen Devon Rogers. China Tamia Sanders. Ian Thomas Sanders. Damian Ray Saunders. Shanice Rie Scales. Thomas Walter Schneider. Leon Shantin. Andre Lavelle Scott. Sarah Christina Scott. Bryce Armand Scruggs. Shania Mae Scruggs. Demel Rashawn Seals. Jadale Vontre Silas. Deontay Michael Civils. Tayana Dawnae Justice Slater. Maylin Mackenzie Smelly. Justin Terrell Smith. Michael Elijah Smith. Alexa Lorraine Stallings Wynn. Isaiah Wally Stewart. Brianna Nicole Swanigan. Naomi Ashnell Sykes. Jakim My Love Tatum. Tyrick Jihad Taylor. Antonio Edwin Thomas. Deshad Akari Thomas. Kevin DeCleo Thomas. Rhett Wyatt Timbers. Tyler Alexander Tippins. Javon Tyrone Trotter. Nazim Wendell Trotter. Diamond Tunn. Tyree E. Twine. Cornell Amadi Uchi. Karan McKee Van. Shadaria Selnique Vaughn. Noah Andrew Vick. Ryan Joaquin Villegas. Justin Allen Wallace. Jalen Tyrell Ware. Lauren Elizabeth Washington. Samuel Stevenson Watford. Asia Mariah Watts. Keon Lamar Webster. Shamia Lanice Wesby. Kayla Cheyenne Wedby. Isaac Lee Whitaker. Anthony Keith White. Najee Zontrell White. Andrew Lawrence Wiggins. Michael Javon Williams II. Christopher Jordan Wilson. Jamonte Brian Wilson. Victoria Marie Wilson. Joshua Lee Whitstruck. Hobie Burr Woods. Leslie Alexander Wright. Olivia Renee Wright. Alyssa Renee Yates. You're okay. Naquan Javon Whitfield. Mr. Malachi, Dr. Bracy, Mr. Parent, distinguished guests, faculty, I present to you the 2017 graduating class of Churchland High School.
Good evening, graduates. We are so proud of the class of 2017. I want to thank all the families, parents of these students for their love and support throughout the years. Tonight, the Churchland High School class of 2017 celebrates a number of achievements as we add over 330 alumni to its members. It is my pleasure to share a few of this class's outstanding performances. The class of 2017 has 115 honor graduates. "58 of those honor graduates, more than half, graduated cum laude, magna cum laude, or summa cum laude. 138 of our graduates received advanced studies diplomas. 118 graduates participated in the First College program offered through our partnership with TCC. These students earned over 3,000 college credits through First College courses. 114 of our students took AP classes either at Churchland High School or through the Virtual Virginia program. Many of our students participated in the AC-13 program and have completed certification programs in horticulture, hospitality, welding, automotive work, and more. The class of 2017 also earned over $3.5 million in scholarship offers. This year, these young people will leave Churchland High School. Many will continue their education in college, some will go to trade or vocational schools, some have already joined or will join the military, and some will enter the workforce and begin contributing to the community in a productive way. Graduates, I challenge you all to take everything you've learned from every experience, conversation, and lesson with you into the real world. Reflect upon each of these moments and always consider how you can improve as you go forward in life. Remember that success will not come easy. You have all experienced a struggle at some point to get where you are now. For some of you, it was barely passing your algebra class. For others, it was missing that shot on the basketball court. And for yet others, it was barely receiving that A- in Mr. Z's AP calculus class. The key to success in life is to learn from your struggles. I encourage each of you to be reflective every day. Think about what you can do better every day, devise a plan, and most importantly, put that plan into action. Whatever you do and wherever you go from here, We want you to always be a proud trucker and graduate of Churchland High School. At this time, will the candidates for graduation please stand? The symbolic turning of the tassel means that you have graduated from high school. Candidates from graduation, you may now turn your tassel from the right side to the left side. By the power vested in me by the Virginia Department of Education and by the Portsmouth City School Board, I now declare you graduates of Churchland High School. Before we exit, we have one more order of business. We ask that everyone please stand for the final singing of the Churchland High School alma mater. Congratulations on your achievements and best wishes for a bright future. Way to go, class of 2017.